welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Colin Wright.
And I'm Nathan Tillahan.
The College and Career Center is now open for online and in-person appointments.
We have gone to virtual because a lot of the representatives are unable to travel to campuses right now. But having said that, we still are doing some in-person visits as well. A lot of California schools are coming to our campuses and giving information to students about campus life, tuition, new programs at their school, athletics, everything college life. So that's really exciting to be able to offer both to our students.
Those interested can go to the College and Career Center during lunch and after school. This year, the school calendar will look a little different than past years. Winter break will begin on Thursday the 23rd. This means that winter break will be 2 days longer than in past years. Additionally, students will have the following Monday off due to a teacher workday.
Spring break will be a little later this year, starting on April 9th to April 18th. Likewise, the school year will end later this year and extend beyond Memorial Day. The year will end on June 2nd and seniors will graduate the following day. And we go to Jackson Hooker for sports.
Good morning. Welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Jackson Hooker. Roseville, Wood Creek. The Junction Bowl is back. 2 years removed from their last matchup, the crosstown rivals meet this Friday at Wood Creek.
Watching the film, they're a decent team, but definitely beatable. I think if we just keep playing how we play with our run game and coming in with the wing tee, and our pass game is going to be pretty good too. We've all been preparing all week for this game. We just want to come out and smack them. You know, there's been a lot of talk. But it's going to be a really good game, a lot of energy.
Wood Creek comes into this with a lot of momentum, being 4-0. Their record may be deceiving, though, as the combined record of their opponents adds up to 3-10. With 6 players over 100 yards rushing, Wood Creek's ground game will be a handful for the Roseville defense. Roseville is coming to the game coming off their first loss of the year to Lincoln. The 2-1 Tigers have also been successful on the ground this year, led by Brandon Grade and Ricky Bassinelli, who have combined for 497 yards rushing this year. This year's Junction Bowl should be a classic. In other sports news, although high school sports are going fairly well right now, they are still feeling the effects of COVID-19. For more on these issues, we go over to Ethan Raridan.
Roseville High School sports was financially impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Cutbacks to athletic funding caused all sports staff to find different outlets. Varsity football coach Adam Reinking took note of the situation.
Well, we had 0 gate last year, no snack bar, so the Booster Club didn't generate any money to help support not just football but all other sports.
Due to the cutbacks, Roseville High School sports had to find alternative options to stay on track.
In years past, because of the gate and because of the snack bar, we could go every year and ask the Booster Club or see if they would help us out with something. Maybe it's helmets, maybe it's uniforms. This year that wasn't an option, so we had to raise all the money on our own.
The Booster Club supports Roseville High School sports, but with the lack of attendance at games, they were not able to generate much revenue.
We actually did a really, really good job fundraising. Starting last spring, we did an email fundraiser where we raised close to $25,000. This year, for the summer, we did Tiger cards, and we were able to figure out a way to where parents and supporters could pay through Venmo.
But not just sports with attendance. Every sport was affected at Roseville High School, including golf.
And everybody's budget's been cut a little bit, but we've been able to manage with what they've given us. Luckily, we do have Sierra View Golf Course who doesn't charge us to play there, so that helped.
Sports without ticket sales already do not have that outlet, so they had to find other options.
We've done putt-a-thons in the last couple years, and then for the girls, they get grants and donations. So for the boys, we have to do a little bit more fundraising.
Our RHS sports teams will continue to find unique ways to fundraise money. And that's on your home for Roseville High School sports. Top plays, breakdowns, more at Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Jackson. Last Friday was the annual PlayStation Showcase, where Sony announces new upcoming games or releases new trailers for some of the biggest games already announced. The highlights of this year's showcase are trailers for Spider-Man 2, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, God of War Ragnarok, and Wolverine.
Darkness washes over the
Spider-Man 2 is the sequel to the 2018 Spider-Man game and its DLC, Miles Morales. If Insomniac Games manages to fix the issues fans had with the original game, the sequel may prove to be one of the most promising games of the year. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is the next game in the best-selling Borderlands series, and many fans of the franchise are incredibly excited, as Gearbox Studios seems to be taking the upcoming game in a direction never before seen in a Borderlands game. God of War Ragnarok takes place after the 2018 God of War game, and continues the story of Kratos and his son Atreus traveling through the well-known realms of Norse mythology, as well as introducing even more of the Norse pantheon. The arguably most exciting trailer from the PlayStation Showcase was a short 45-second clip revealing a game based on none other than the Marvel character, Wolverine. This is incredible news, as this will be the first game based on Wolverine since the 2009 game X-Men Origins. For more information on the PlayStation Showcase, check out our website at eyethetigernews.com. And now we go back to news.
Thanks, Connor. As of recently, the Environmentalist Club has been more active and is continuing to grow. We go to Connor Baker with the story.
Roseville High School's Environmentalist Club has been around for years, but has only recently resurfaced to try to make a bigger, better impact for the community. Senior Annalise Seymour has been a part of the Environmentalist Club ever since she stepped onto Roseville High School's campus. She's seen how the club operates and is trying to make it better and more lively than it has ever been.
It's something that I'm really passionate about, saving our environment, because we can see the changes around us with how the fires have gotten worse and how the air is consistently worse for longer periods of time.
According to Seymour, this has been one of the years that the club has been more active as of late.
So I spent the last 2 years trying to get the club back up and running so the club it wasn't forgotten about and just died. So my goals have already been exceeded by the number of people that we have interested.
For one senior, Aubrey Tuttle, this is her first year in the club and her main goal is just to have an exciting experience.
I just want to have fun, maybe clean up a couple local environments, like Folsom Lake or Dry Creek.
At first, Tuttle joined an activity, then once she discovered she liked it, she decided to do more.
I did one of the activities, and it's really fun, so I signed up to be the media manager.
Seymour has many goals that she hopes to achieve this year alongside her fellow students.
My main goal is to get people inspired by it, instead of people just being okay with what's going on, being okay with everything in the world that's going on.
The Environmentalist Club will continue to clean up the campus and surrounding areas.
That's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyethetigernews.com. See you next time.